Flight attendants, prepare for landing.
We in Phoenix. We just went to Walmart. We loaded up on a bunch of essentials we'll need because you know what? Sedona's in the desert. So there are no Walmarts. And there's a grocery store. And they do have some stuff there, but they don't have like a Walmart. Now we're getting ready to hit the road to Sedona. We out. All right, we just got to Sedona. We just got to the Airbnb. Go in here and check it out. I stayed here in 2023. Oh, it's dark. I got my ND filter still on. All right, you check it out. Just Julian. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Easter. We are out early this morning flying these drones. We got up a early start. Julian has his pretty high.
Flying the drone early in the morning.
It's ridiculously chilly. I gotta keep an eye on my drone because it's out there. I'm just getting some morning aerials now that the sun is up. But it's chilly. It feels like it's like 40 degrees. It feels like 32. It's like 40, but feels like 32. All right, so we're running into dead ends left and right. We tried to go to Bell Rock and there was no parking. We tried to go to the free shuttle and there was no parking. They turned us around. We just ended up at Sugarloaf and there's no parking. But I'm not gonna let that deter me. We're gonna find a trail today that's got parking. All right, so we're making a pit stop. When you come to Sedona, you got to come to Sedonuts. Best donuts ever, right here in Sedona, Arizona.
We just came from Sedonuts and Sedona, and my dad said they're the best donuts he ever had, so we're gonna test it. I got two types. I got glazed and I got cinnamon. That's what they look like. They look pretty good though. I'm gonna try glazed. That's pretty good. That's probably the best donut I ever had.
Yeah.
These are good. You guys gotta check them out if you're ever in Arizona, Sedona, Arizona. These are good. Well, after we get all our stuff settled, we're about to go on this trail. And I'll get back to it.
All right, so we're checking out the juniper tree here at Lover's Knoll. and we're hitting the trail. Julian got his fresh Merrill hiking shoes on. That's funny, that chair was there when I was here last time. The same chair was here last time. People getting married at the top of Lover's Knoll. Maybe that's why they call it Lover's Knoll. All right, y'all, look at this. Julian done got himself up in the tree.
Yep. It's not comfortable, but it's cool. It's shaded.
All right, so we just got done doing some hiking at Lover's Knoll. We tried to go back to Sugarloaf trailhead, but it was still no parking over there. So, you know, it's about noon now. We got hungry, and I know I eat healthy pretty much all the time, but you know what? We decided to swing by McDonald's, get some lunch. You're not gonna believe how much we paid for 2 meals. 2 meals, a quarter pounder, French fries and a soda, and a nugget meal. A nugget, fries, and a drink. How about 29 and some change? Yeah, that's what I said. 29 and some change. Man, they out of their mind. I'm gonna be shopping at the grocery store and making our own food. They're crazy. We are in the infamous Uptown section of Sedona, as you see on the sign right here. Uptown, where all kinds of shops. Get your souvenirs, your t-shirts.
Got that ice cream, I'm just chasing for my dreams. I'm out here with the homies, I've been building up the teams. It's independent freewheelers, you know that. We've been out here black and yellow, you know that's the Steelers. We out here, you know that we've been on freeways. I've been really going, appreciate the black and yellow.
Right.
Man, you got that vibe, I could tell that you're a chill fellow. And
a good amount of time at Uptown, and we just made our way up to Airport Mesa. We're gonna walk this Airport Mesa trail for a little while and be in position to catch the sunset behind the mountain. Should be a spectacular view, especially from up here. How high are we? What's the elevation we at right now?
4,800.
4,800 feet. We up here. Sedona View Trail. We're going through the fence. Look at that view, y'all. Look at that view. I don't know if you could tell, but the Airport Mesa trail is bumpy as all get out. There's some big old crater rocks all in the trail, so it's not flat. Day 3 in Sedona, Arizona. We got up early this morning to make it to Bell Rock.
I was tired.
We finally found a parking spot. We had to come a little earlier than we did yesterday. I ain't even going front. We just started this hike and I'm already huffing and puffing. And I'm in shape. These rocks are just humongous. Julian is feeling adventurous. Ugh. That's why they say make sure you have hiking shoes with good traction so you don't slip. I see people out here with tennis shoes on last time. This is what they mean by leave no trace. Pack it in, pack it out. You should not be leaving trash, sweatpants, and more trash on these trails. Pack it in, pack it out.
Hey guys, we made it to where we're gonna stop at Bell Rock. We're not that high up. Just kidding, we're pretty high up. Let me check the elevation. Last night when we were at the sunset in the airport, Sedona Airport sunset, that was 4,800 and we're at 4,680. We're like 200 under. This view's crazy though. We started all the way over around there. My dad's making videos. This view is wild.
You can't even see the parking lot, but it's somewhere down right there. So, we've hiked pretty far. And right there is the Chapel of the Holy Cross. And that is Courthouse Butte, and I had this lady in my shot. All right, so after a brief pit stop, we had to take some pictures. The views up here are amazing, so we did some panoramics, and now we're back to climbing up some more. We're gonna get to a higher elevation and see what the views look like from there.
And if you see it all the way over there, around there, that's where we parked. We made it all the way up here. This trail's wild.
We gotta scramble. I don't know how we're gonna get up. All right, and just like that, we have made it back to the parking lot. What a hike. That was amazing. Well worth it. We didn't go to the tippy top, but we went pretty close. We were way up there. I believe 4,900 something thousand elevation feet. Back to the parking lot. Whew. It feels good walking on pavement after walking on rocks and dirt for the last hour and a half, maybe 2 hours we were here. All right, y'all. Our adventure continues. We did Bell Rock this morning, and now we're at Sedona ATV, where I rented an ATV for 4 hours. We're gonna hit some trails. We're gonna go off-roading. It's gonna be a blast.
We're in the ATV. Look at all these other ATVs. They're muddy. We're gonna get muddy. I'm excited.
Yo, we in the ATV. We about to go off-roading in Sedona, Arizona. It's about to get crazy.
Yep.
I'm gonna see how muddy I got. We're still on the back trails of Sedona. Yeah, I did a little something. That thing was clean when we left Sedona ATV. But I had that joint in the mud. I should have had video of when we got stuck trying to go up that hill. We had to like figure it out.
I got video of it.
Alright, we done made it back to Sedona ATV. What a crazy and amazing ride that was. That's the first time I ever did some off-roading. And it was no joke, man. The bumps were bumpy until we ran into some cows, some wild cows. And then there was a mother cow with some calves. And I didn't want to go nowhere near because I didn't want her to freak out. So we did a U-turn. And we kind of got stuck going up a hill. I had to like go back and forth and back and forth. And then we finally made it up the hill. At one point, it felt like we were going to flip over upside down, but we made it. We made it work. My gosh, look at what I did. Ugh.
Look at my side. Look at my side.
Ooh. This thing was like spick and span clean when we left.